Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Here's your boy Yuri from Gold Sniper Signals. Today I'm going to teach you a very nice strategy what you can use when the New York market opens. This strategy is specialized for US30, Nasdaq and S&P 500. Sometimes you can use this strategy also for other currency pairs depending on the current market condition. Basically, what I'm looking for is that we always try to catch this kind of big moves, what you see here on US30, or this kind of big moves. We always try to catch that, and that's basically a very simple strategy. For this strategy I always use trend lines. As you can see, I draw them here inside, and therefore I will demonstrate you in the replay how this trade plays out. And yeah, let's go. Afterwards I will explain it. So now the price is slowly moving. Let's make it a little bit faster. Basically now the price of US30 is in moving sideways. It's pretty boring. In the London session, Asian session, the market, especially for US30, is not really moving. It's more up and down. Now it's slowly volume kicking in, and as soon we open at 8:30 New York time, we try to catch these nice breakouts. And therefore I draw it here a trend line and here a trend line, and boom, this trade smashed my take profit. Generally I risk 1% for the strategy and go for a 1 to 5 RR trade. That means I risk 1% and make 5%. Depending on the market condition, it's not always a 5 RR. Sometimes I closed here at 2 RR or 4 RR. So whenever you're comfortable, you just close your trade. But for this strategy, I use a 50 pip stop loss and go up for a 250 take profit. So this is how it explains. So this trade has basically 5 take profits. Whenever you are comfortable, you take your profit. And yeah, this is the strategy. You see the price of this asset is moving sideways, and then I draw my beautiful trend line inside US30 and waited until we break this trend line clear, and then I enter this trade. For the strategy, I don't place a buy limit or sell limit order because the currency, the US30, is very volatile. Sometimes you get easily stopped out. For example, when we break this trend line, we go for a buy. When we break through this trend line to the downside, that means sell. And then we just wait until the trade plays out, and then we take profit. Then I will make another example. Let's wait a little bit. Now the price is correcting and slowly going over into a sideways market. So as you can see, I already draw my trend lines. As soon the price of US30 break through this trend line, I go for a buy. And when the price of US30 reaches a break through this trend line, I go short. So what happened now, that's what I mean before, that here the price of US30 break through to my 2 trend lines, and then immediately got stopped out. And that's what I mean, that the price sometimes go first in the wrong direction and you have a little bit profit, but you have to be very, very quickly to close, and you don't know if the price will continue. So this first trade was a loss and the second one was a win. So what happened here? I lost one trade. I lost here around about 1% if I risk 1%, and this trade make me 5%. So I am 4% up. And this is how it works. The strategy is pretty easy, pretty simple. You use 1 to 2% per trade, go for 50 pips stop loss, and you target a 250 take profit, and whenever you are comfortable you take your profit. This strategy works at 8:30 New York time when the market is open. You can see that here at I can show you that here at 16:30. That's about 8:30 in New York. That means the price is breaking to the downside at 16:30, then immediately reverses and goes up. Yeah, and this is the strategy. It works pretty well for US30, Nasdaq, and S&P 500. This strategy is credited to Mamba FX. I learned the strategy from him. I like this, the way he teaches it, and it works pretty well. If you want to test it, then back test it, this strategy. You can make a lot of money with the strategy, and you don't have to trade every day. If you have placed these two trades, you're already around about 9% up in the week, and that's enough. That's it for the week, and then the rest of the week you can chill. The only days I noticed where the strategy doesn't work so well, it's especially on a Monday and sometimes also on a Friday, but the other weekdays the strategy works pretty well. But when the market is, for example, in this direction, even when the market's open and not moving much, you have to be very careful, because the trades will not play out. So what happened when you trade like this sideways markets and the price of US30 is not moving in one direction, you just go for two trades. You try to catch that trade. If it doesn't play out and you lose two trades on that day, immediately stop. That means the price of US30 is stuck in the range and will not push in one direction. So that in that day you just take a break. After two losses, immediately stop and move on for the next day. Okay guys, let's make a little conclusion at the end that you can perform this strategy pretty well, and I have here a little checklist before you trade this breakout strategy. Pairs to trade. You only trade US30, Nasdaq, SPX 500 or gold. Basically that are all the pairs where the strategy pretty works well. You only trade at 8:30 a.m. New York session when the markets open, not before, but after 8:30 it's also okay to trade. When you trade at 9 a.m. also okay, but don't place a trade before 8:30. It tends to fake out and it will hit your stop loss. Risk 1 to 2% per trade. That's absolutely enough to make a lot of money. For your trade, you only use a 50 pip stop loss, and you go for a 250 pip take profit, and you always close whenever you are comfortable, or when you think that the market will reverse, then you close your trade. As soon you hit, for example, that take profit to, let's say 100 pips, then you trail your stop loss to break even, to make sure that you don't lose this trade. But when you hit, for example, only 50 pip and you then trail your stop loss to break even, you can get easily stopped out. So I suggest after 100 or 150 pip, you trail your stop loss to break even. And trade only when there's volume and your trend line gets clearly break. That's what I mean here, when your trend line gets clearly break through the upside or do the downside with a big candlestick, then enter the trade, not with a weak candlestick. And yeah, and when the strategy doesn't work, if you lose 2 trades on that trading session, immediately stop your trading session. That means that the market has no volume and it's just stuck in the range and you will not win in that day. So just move on and wait for the next day. Okay guys, I hope you liked this video, and if so, hit that thumb up, like and subscribe to my channel. We see us in the next video with another beautiful strategy. If you're interested in forex signals, you should check out my links in the video description. There's a free Telegram group where you can copy my trades from time to time. I post some free trades, and there's also a paid community where you can copy my first class signals and make some money with me together. If you're interested, link down the video description. And therefore guys, thank you for watching. I hope you're still healthy, and we see us in the next video.